Welcome back to Limbus Company, weekly mirror dungeon. A week has passed since the release of Indicant's trial, so I was able to shard it. I got it to Threadsman 4, all that sort of good stuff. Very interesting ego overall. It's evolved that only costs 2 different ego resources, which is very silly, and we can actually do a lot with that because 7 Wrath, 3 Pride. This means if we get Fragment of Hellfire, it's a +8 final power. Because it's 1 for every Wrath Res and 1 for every 3 non-Wrath Res. But other than that, it's a 24 roller. It can be 7 weight if you get it on a 6 resonance. Healing some allies, and Searing Birdcage, just basically making the enemy have worse Wrath resistance for a little bit. Very silly, that's for sure. So we're going to try running it on like a normalish burn team. Actually, let's do no match bullet burn, since that's kind of pride-oriented. I don't think we need it. What we feeling here? Do I need Perfected Possibility? Probably. I mean, the theme effect section is nice. I don't know if I need that one, though. Start at the beginning is always good. I do like Keyword Refresh. Little bit of Buffy type things, perchance. Like that? What if we did, like, this and... What if we did, like... No. It's not adding up. Whatever. I'm, distracting myself a little bit. I can spend 30 more, so I just do this one and I do this one. Cool. That'll be fine, yeah. Burn, we only get 1, yeah. And we'll just take... Which one logically makes the most sense to take? Probably Helterfly? Because Fiery Down, if we encounter Skin Prophet's event, we can fight it, get both that and the tier 1, the Melted Candle. I forget its exact named. We do need that. So something to keep in mind. Nothing crazy here. I like getting the bunch of refreshes because I can roll for some really funny EO gift to start out with, like a tier 2 or potentially a tier 3, right? And we'll fully send it, either we find something decent or we find nothing decent at all. I think we just go Ashes, Ashes, yeah. That's fine. Tangled Bundle, sure. You, not really too much of a need to fight you. Wouldn't be super crazy. Top path or bottom path, we don't know which one is better. I'll just go bottom. Okay, well, oh god, this is an old team. Jeez. Yeah, let's see. If we want to focus on, like, the Wrath Res stuff, we're obviously going to want Fire Fist. Honestly, let's deploy him first. Actually, no, we should deploy Sinclair first. Sinclair, Gregor... I don't know, I'm checking Ego. Because who else really likes Wrath Res? That's the question. Do I have your... impending date? No, I've got Lifetime Stew selected. Okay. That's a little unfortunate for the Wrath Res side of things if we want to get it consistently, but we just got to give him a bunch of skill 3 changes, right? That, of course, and then... Who else do we want? Honestly, Ishmael for Outer Blossom Star. That's probably smart. And then we could just do something where we do it, like, just kind of throwing you both on there, and then you in 7th, because Faust might explode. Yeah, that's logical enough, I think. That'll work. There's not really, like, an insane amount of choices for burn still. Thanks to the amount of 3 stars we've gotten this season, there are a couple of actual choices to make. Yeah, since we're going to lean into the Wrath side of things, no need for Magic Bullet. Just seems unnecessary. Look at all the stuff we get from that Wrath Res. Yeah, so we'll try getting a bunch of skill changes. We really want to get Wrath Fragment, because we want to use a lot of Wrath Egos. Potentially, if I end up having, like, extra cost in a shop, maybe I'll, like, throw on Impending Day. Just so Sinclair's got a Wrath Ego, or I can just focus on getting more skill 3s, which probably makes more sense. More Wrath Resonance. Just trigger all the funnies. Faith would also be nice just for Sinclair's sanity to be up. Honestly, if we get Faith, I'd probably bench Yi-Song for Dawn. just because then sanity wouldn't matter nearly as much. Like, not that Yisong's particularly bad, but like both Liu Yisong and Sank Dawn have Wrath skill 2s and aren't insane for this gimmick, right? Like, I guess he's at least got a Wrath ego, so maybe that is a reason to keep him 5. Also, that's like gains 5 power from Fragment of Hellfire, so not the worst thing in the world. Nice. Fiercely charging through those guys. But yeah. We see how it goes. If I really wanted to lean into the Wrath, then I'd like throw on DHE Hong Lu, right? Just something stupid like that. But no, we're focusing on the burn and the Wrath, not just entirely on the Wrath. Depending on how various things go, it'll go various ways. Your sanity's still good, so you're able to immediately manifest the ego. How nice. I'm still not super familiar with like the numbers of burn gained by Faust, right? I really haven't used her a stupid amount yet. I'm still not the most familiar with her gimmick. I mean, I know her gimmick is like once she's at like 30 burn, her skill 3 changes and then she'll explode. Like, what's the burning on your skills? I should probably check. Skill 1, 7 burn and 1 count. Right, your skill 2 is how you get the count. Yeah, because your skill 2 is 4 burn count. And it's no, like, self-potency, but you need to use this skill to get the count going, and then you need to use the skill 1 a bunch of times. Yeah, 7 burn, 2 burn, 2 burn, so this is an 11 potency gainer. But it's only 1 count, so it only works if you use it after the skill 3. And yeah, because of how this works, 7 burn and 1 burn count, so if she's at 23 burn when the turn starts, and she uses it, then it'll go, yeah. Because combat start gain the burn, but before use becomes the alt skill 3. Okay. I have been refamiliarized, now I'm ready to kill things, and potentially explode Faust in the process. Yeah, it's funny, one of the funny things about Indicant Trial, is it is our first Wrath Ego since Holiday Otis, back in December 2023. That's how long it's been since we've gotten a Wrath Ego, which is very funny. I really think at least one of the Mercalas should have been Wrath, but I suppose if it was Mersos that was Wrath, then he would have 3 Wrath Egos in total, thanks to having Regret, Capote, and then that, so I mean, fair enough, I suppose. We also didn't really need more Lust Valves. That's how it goes. Let's see. Actually, save the Stigmatize. You'll get to your sanity good without it. I don't know why I feel like I'm trying to build for like a funny Wrath res like this. Oh, I guess that's another reason why we do want Liu Yisong over Dawn, is the fact that I forgot that Rodion's Wrath res passive does give more of buff to Liu IDs. Which is, as you can imagine, a good reason to use Liu IDs. Did Singler just lose that clash, by the way? He sure did, but he still got sanity from the Yisong pass, so it didn't matter, did it? Yeah. So no biggie. Yeah, we'll have to figure out better ways to get that going. What's the 1 protection from? What am I forgetting? What does everyone have 1 protection? I think I'm forgetting something obvious. Probably one of the newer IDs passives or something just does it. Like I said, I'm really not super familiar with all the new stuff. I've definitely been... I mean, I've been grinding a lot less this year, right? I kind of want to roll that. I know it would be good to get a skill change for you, but we ball. Dawn skill change, no. Otis skill change, no. 1 more roll? Mer. Not really much enough. Not really much worth selling. Yeah. I mean, I could just sell Talisman, but I'll roll 1 more time. I'm a fool. That's fine. It paid off in the end. It paid off in the end, right? It was completely worthless to buy polarization there, and our EU gift situation isn't looking like at a particularly interesting start, but we got more Sinclair skills, and that's what matters. And we spent more money, which means we have a higher chance of getting a super shop next floor, which would be nice, because more super shops means more skill changes. This is probably a good time to drop an Indicans trial. Not really, actually, looking at the resonance. Yeah, no, everything's gonna... I don't even think I'll... Yeah, no. I could do it just for the bit. We'll wait on it. We'll wait on it. Yeah, we've got the Envy Abs res this turn. How silly. Envy does have a little bit of weird burn synergy thanks to, like... I mean, that's not even synergy, is it, now? Not exactly. Not a burn synergy, per se. But the whatever the KQEU gift is called, it makes it so Envy skills inflict burn. But it also makes it so burn skills inflict burn, so burn Envy skills just get what normal burn skills would get. I mean, just pop the Fierce Charge. There's no reason to stigmatize here. Or not stigmatize, Blazing Strike. Nice. I'll just take the cost here, yeah. Better than gambling. Cost is good. Do we take Cigarette Holder because it's worth more, or do we take Lethograph because it's good? We should probably just take Lethograph because it's good. Alright, what are we thinking here? We could just go straight for, like, Logic Circuit. We can gamble a little bit, though. We can gamble. I'd like to see, like, a tier 3. Or I guess, actually, I should probably go for Hell's Chicken. I didn't get Hell's Chicken a single one of those, did I? Did I get it? I didn't see it the first time round, but I wasn't paying attention then. Tragic if so. Well, we can get Ardent Flower, that's nice. Do you need that for the Alt Fusion gift? No, I don't think so. I think you need Shard Disc. Yeah, that sounds more right. We'll go Top Path, yeah, sure. Well, either way, we get Ardent Flower here, so that'll be good. It's a burn tier 3. Not one of the ones we're super looking for, but I mean, it's still nice. We should probably do some fights so we can get some filler gift stuff, because I want to fuse a tier 4 sooner rather than later. And for once, it's not because I'm looking for the burn tier 4, it's because I'm looking for the fragment. Because like I was saying before, it effectively brings Indicans Trial from an 8+8 with 2 coins to a 16+8 with 2 coins. And as you can imagine, that's a pretty big difference, that's for sure. It doesn't work on the corrosion, of course, and the corrosion is kind of nice. It's not really, though. It's not good for damage, but it's good for getting more birdcage stacks, right? Because the Awakening maxes at 3 birdcage, while the corrosion maxes at 5. If you want to really, like, mess with the Wrath res significantly. Or Wrath resistance, not res. Same difference, I guess, but still. Let's just go for the full Wrath res here just because we can. Why not? Live a little. Blazing Strike gets a lot from it. Hill. Pull some... Yeah, Wrath res is silly. Okay. Looks like this was a smart path to take 2 events. Alright, we can't fight you. I forgot. Not a gimmick that we can do. Seeking Gift to tier 1. Poise Gift's a tier 2, right? So it's slightly better. Slightly more worth my while. Okay. Killing myself? That's fine. No need to worry.
실험 성공. 예상대로의 결과네요.
불꽃을 벼리겠소.
Sometimes the cookie crumbles. And at least we got a flask. That's wholesome.
끝내주겠어. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸
Oh, you just have our blocking start for the bit here. Our lust is awful. God, I forgot about that. It is funny to me how, like, lust is, like, significantly, like, worse off than it used to be for a burn now, right?
다가오지 마세요.
가까이 오지 마세요.
I mean, at least we're running, like, Liu Ishmael, who's probably not optimal. She's got a lust skill 1, but, like, normally it's just your skill 1 and your skill 3, and that's kind of all the lust you have on a modern burn team. Because of the fact we're running Liu Ishmael to, like, Magic Bulldog to, like, Sank Dawn, or Sank East Dawn, I need to specify. I don't really want to use an ego, yeah. You've got a Wrath counter, though. You know, let's do it for the bit. We're not even egoing or anything, I just want to get the big res because it's funny. Burn. Pull some. And on kill and fix burn to random enemies. Wowie zowie. That's a lot of burn. You know what they say, I am fire. Burn those who dare to care for me. Fuel our memories of you. They perish with the heat. Perish with the heat. So I can move on. So on and so forth.
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
That's that. This is this.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
Sunset Blade Gaming.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
Sunset Blade Gaming. And Ignited. Cool.
소각되었습니다.
Okay, shop time. Yippee. We did 2 fights. We've got some cost now. We're of course going to go for the skill changes for more Wrath, because that's funny. Gamble? No, darn. Better than Eagle Resources. Don't want you. Do we need Burning Intellect for the Alt Fusion, I think, right? Yeah, we'll grab it then. Fast skill change? Not really what I'm looking... Actually, I probably should. Yeah, actually, I really need to get more skill 3s for you, don't I? That makes sense. Well, I need you. I don't need Pinpoint Logic Circuit, but I could take it. I could sell something for it. I actually don't really want to sell any of those. Yeah, not looking super insane on Yu gifts already. We have the starter thing, so we invest based on our... Yeah, okay. Not really that much, but I mean, it's a reason to save some cost.
최선을 다할게요.
A little bit of interest. Gossipium. You're fairly Wrath weak, aren't you? Yeah, we're 1.5. Could be a good Indicans trial time. We can't get a good resonance, though. We could try popping it next turn. That's an idea. Yeah, next turn we will be able to get a good one off. Okay, cool. Hopefully we don't do too much damage this turn then. Please? Alright, cool. We would be fine either way, because we would have gotten Sanity from Yisong passive at the end of the turn, which would have brought you up to 40, so you'd Manifest Ego, all that sort of good stuff, but would have been sad to lose that clash. Good burn stackage. Alright, you're nice and prepared for a good Indican Trial Wrath turn. If Gregor's the fastest, I could also Garden of Thorns for the bit. He's not, okay. And I say only if he's the fastest, because in a 5 res, Garden of Thorns, 5 abs res Garden of Thorns is only for the current turn. 6 res is what you need for the current turn and next turn, so in a normal focused encounter, you can only get a 6 res with Lust res, but if he's the fastest, you can still get the 5 res, so you get it for that turn, so it's worth it then. But really only then. And you can trial time. You just die, like, you're probably just gonna die, but oh well. Everything dies eventually, right? Drawn by flame. Yeah. Slash weak as well, so I think Sinclair just kills you, doesn't he? 38 res 6 or 38 roll 6 or Ethres, yeah. Okay, that enemy was a little too weak for some Indicans trial gaming. That's fine. That's alright.
우선순위를 잘
We got a big, good Wrath res, though, if nothing else. Gambling? 50% chance? Dust to dust. There we go, that's good. Now we just need, what's it called? I'll actually take this, yeah, more cost is good. We just need the, what's it called? It's gonna be here, probably. It's not here. The stew pot, right? There it is, yeah, the decimillennial. That's the word I'm looking for. Decamillennial, probably. Usually that's how that sort of thing is pronounced. We could go Crawling Abyss for Pinball Logic Circuit and then Filler Tier 3. Yeah, that works. Should be fine. Okay. That's okay. This is just gonna be Wrath Pecatula, I assume. Blunt Lust Gloom. Yeah. It's just 9 Wrath Pecatula.
끝내주겠어.
물론
Sometimes all you need is 9 Wrath Pecatula.
달고짭짤한
And like then like
걸
you
준비해야지.
kill someone? Probably? That sounds like a good time. I'd recommend.
이 격정 속에서 타올라라. 망설이지 말고.
Oh, I didn't realize we got self-neglect triggering on Sinclair, huh?
그런 맛이 나는군.
The funny She Heathcliff support passive, yeah.
덜 답답해.
Which means Sinclair takes and deals 20% more damage, which I think is pretty good overall. It means if he loses a clash and takes 20% more damage, he'd be more likely to instantly die, but like,
않았군요. 딴때
I think that's an acceptable outcome.
그게 덜 아플걸?
Sometimes people just gotta instantly die.
걷잡을 수 없이 타올라라.
That guy burns to death, cool.
얼간이들이
Okay, only 2 died there. Okay, not
대체로
as
저럴 때는
burned to
이유가
deathy as I was
있는
expecting, but that's fine. We could pop like a Sunset Blade, just get some mass attack gaming off. Yeah, that'll work. Just tap these guys just to make sure they die. Shred the straw man. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, cool. Don't know what I was thinking, but it probably wasn't important, which is why I just said cool.
망설이지 말고.
Yeah, you got killed. As to be expected.
기억해두겠습니다.
괜찮아. 이제는
Don't know which one died, but it was one of them.
할 만한 일이 생겼을 때 언급하라는 것도 상부의
Does
지시.
frontal assault kill you? It does, cool. Okay, so it's just...
제가
these guys
그
left, alright.
먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
Do we just fierce charge you for the bit? Yeah, that sounds good.
이런 부수적인
No reason to hold back, just pop that. Yeah, cool.
기대했었죠.
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
Huh. Probably should have clashed with something that wasn't that, but... eh. That's okay. You're fine. You're neutral to Pierce, yeah. I think you're neutral to Wrath.
망설이면
Is he weak to Wrath? I don't think so. He could be. What is Crow's Eye View even weak to? I actually don't remember. It might be Wrath.
그런 줄도 모를걸?
나라도
It doesn't matter. He didn't take that much damage, so probably nothing major.
이만하면
소각되었습니다.
훌륭하군요.
Cool. Would have done the same in your shoes. Thank you, Virgilius. Thank you for the honor of saying I did good. I am a
발목잡지
boon to
않고
my family and
최선을 다할게요.
something like that. I don't know. I'm saying words. Mermaids. Sunset Blade immediately. Nice.
물론 좋은
캐치해요.
성과를 갖고 돌아온다면
진행하겠습니다.
달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해야지.
Intergate Elvis Trick just instantly taking him down.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하여
I still do really like the old Liu units, like Liu Ishmael, right?
빠르게 하는
I don't know, she's very simplistic, and like most old Liu units, her rolls aren't very good. To make up for the fact that, you know, it's just usually a lot of coins, a lot of hits, but, you know, it's still just satisfying to use.
소각되었습니다.
나아갈 수 없어.
God.
저수가
Still crazy to me, like, how long PM went, like, without doing anything for burn, right?
바람에서 치하할 만한
Because, like, it was a solid, like, what? Like, Leo Ishmael was...
상부의 자신을 바라는 없겠지.
I think that was, like, July, right? And then we didn't get Magic Bolt Otis until the
대체로 저럴 때
January of the following year. Like,
이유를 잡아 쫓아보시죠.
quite the gap to go without doing anything for Burn, which was already lacking, right?
이 격정 속에서
Burn just had 2 3-stars, and one of them was, Grip Sinclair. Up until Magic Bullet. And the Magic Bullet did a lot of damage, and then still didn't get Burn stuff for... I mean, we got the other Liu unit. Like, we got Liu Rodion, like, 2 or 3 months after that, right?
훌륭하군요.
And another, like, little, like... Then we got, like, Philip Sinclair. But, like, the gap between Liu Ishmael and Magic Bullet Otis is still crazy to me. Crazy to think that, like, before, Reindeer Hong Lu, we haven't gotten a charge unit since Rep Ryoshu, which was September. Certainly a bit. Oh, I'll just take that. I'll just take the tier 3. I don't really need the tier 1. That's good for me. I am a fool. I should have fought him. I didn't think about the fact that no one will pass this. Yeah,
다음엔
that is rough.
잘해보지.
And we'll just take this. Okay, that's fine. We can lose this one and then we're fine. So I'm not concerned.
하여간에 맞지도 않는 곳에
We still got the
보내는
thing
건
in that one.
어느 것도
Okay. We get a super shop here. So we can get Yi Song another... Do we get him another skill too? Do we roll for a more important skill change? I think that's the play. Crazy. Okay, Faust skill change is good. We're getting... Melodic Circuit from the floor. Decimal Hearth Flame. We need that for the alt. We need Char Disc for the alt. Do we take an Ishmael skill change? No. I just said no. Honglu isn't even being used here. Don Quixote isn't even being used here. You know, let's not worry about that. Do we have enough stuff to fuse anything? Because we have this, this, and this, right? This is the alt? Yeah, it is. Cool. Purloined Flame. Target as I burn, activate burn additional things once per skill on hit. Yeah. There's burn, can activate burn one more time. Yeah. Just burn stuff, you know? But we're missing... What's it called? I should have sold a higher level one first. Oh well. Can we roll? Rodion skill change. Oh well, that's fine. We got one of the fusion gifts. We're looking fine. We fight Clam here.
제가
Should be able to shred it to smithereens. This is actually a fight where messing with its wrath resistance is actually really good, huh?
단순해서 좋군.
Actually, is it still going to be set? How exactly does this work?
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고
Retains resistance even during staggered state. Okay, so it's not that they're unchangeable, it's that staggering doesn't change them. Yeah, I mean, normally if you break the shell, it's fine, so I mean it checks out, but still, looks like we've got a good turn here as well. Okay, you, unfortunately, are just stigmatizing, so it's not, like, the best thing in the world, but that's alright. We kind of want you to clash with that. Yeah, who doesn't need to clash? You're probably fine. Like that? Okay, we'll try that. See how this goes. Okay. Alright, we pulled through in the end, at least. That's nice. And we're getting 10 sanity from Yisong passive. Oh, but it might go to some... Oh, it's gonna go to someone else, yeah. It's not going to Sinclair, is it? Because everyone's sanity's bad here? Okay, that's fine. We won't be able to manifest the ego super easily this fight, but that's alright. And them's the breaks.
걷잡을 수 없이 타올라라.
Yeah, beat that guy up. As one does. And then against Trial, okay, yeah. 0 sanity.
매달고 불태우거라. 끝끝내 뼈 조각 하나 남지 않게.
So funny, the giant to have no... We got tails in second coin too. Okay. I mean, like, that's fine, right?
그렇게 했을 테지.
And now you've got 3 bird cages, so if we take a look here at the shell, it's 1 Darath. So that's pretty good, yeah. This isn't a crazy showcase of it, but like 1.7 to 1 for like a whole turn is nice. And it gets halved rounded down each turn, so it'll go down to 1 next turn. And again, it stacks this effect while it's already active. That's also an interesting thing to have. The fact that you can't gain additional stacks until it's gone. That makes me wonder, if, say, Birdcage is at 1, and if you use it again, it inflicts next turn Birdcage. Will it have an issue if you try inflicting next turn while it has some current turn, but it's going to run out by the time next turn comes around? I actually don't know. It could be something to look into, because that would matter a bit. It's definitely not a status effect you're supposed to be able to get consistent uptime on, right? You're supposed to be able to like get it up like every like few turns for like a really strong mega death turn. Gambling? That's fine. I think that's how it seems to roughly be, which makes sense. Let's see. Line 1. I don't need anything from line 1. Could go Mountain Corpse to Sea of Blood if we wanted to be funny. Nothing super good as far as ego gifts goes. Can we get one of the tier 4s in clear floor clear reward? I mean, that's a tier 4, not one of the ones I was looking for. I'm willing to roll to see if we can find something funny. That's crazy. It's obviously not, like, good for us, but that is crazy. I mean, it's still a tier 4, right? It's still better than nothing. Do we go Thunder and Lightning just for charge-type gloves? Just for fusion fodder? I think so, yeah. There's good fusion fodder on this floor. We'll go for it. If we fight sheep, that'd be cool. I don't think I fought the non-railway sheep fight. Would be quite interesting if we managed to encounter that. Don Quixote. Oh yeah, the new portraits look really good.
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감자.
Very cool, that's for sure. I hate butlers. God, I really hate butlers. Rathrez. This is 4 res. Highest resistance of 2 attack. Wait, so this will be good enough, yeah, okay. We'll try it. Your Sandy's bad and like you might just lose the clash and okay. Being losing clashes, this guy.
이래선 걱정만 끼치게 되는 꼴인데.
We got heads on the first point, so that's good. Yeah, the new portraits look cool in the identity log place. I like them a lot. Tails in second, that's fine. 300 damage split between like 6 targets is fine. It's really not insane by any metric, any at all, but it's alright. We don't have the burn fragment still. We don't have Hellfire yet. Once we get Fragment of Hellfire, then it'll be really funny. In the meantime, we just gotta try and pull through, right? And we're pulling through here, so that works. Got your thing going. God. Sun Shower. That's probably solid. We don't have a lot of resources to be able to do a lot of Sun Showery type things, but like it'll give us the protection to make sure I don't throw too hard. Definitely would be a nice time to have like a decent. I guess we could like Fluid Sac as well for the for the sake of the SP, right? Since our SP is kind of a bit dodgy right now. That's an option. Dream Fox Find. I think did I hit heads on this? I might have. I wasn't actually looking at the screen, but I think it was a heads. Yeah, okay, cool. So you get all your sandy back, so that's nice. You're losing your clash, that's fine. It happens. It happens. We've got the protection, so we're not doing much.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다. 이유를 잡아 쫓아보시죠.
다가오지 마세요. 이 불꽃은 어디까지라도 번질 수 있으니.
I genuinely don't remember. Is it you?
잔불에 주의하시오.
이야기는 해장 후에 마저 하지.
다가오지 마세요. 이 불꽃은 어디까지라도 번질 수 있으니.
Yeah, I'm just. What's the protection from? I'm forgetting something notable. I want to say, right? What am I forgetting? Because 3 of the protection is from oh, it's this, isn't it? Okay. I kept on being like, what is the 1 random protection from? I forgot it's the starlight. Silly me. You could probably get away with the Art of Blossom Star. Oh no, that'll mess everything up. Yeah, don't bother then. Just take the hit.
걷잡을 수 없.
Everything might be dead by that point anyways, right? You never know. We're doing a lot of murdering. Should be able to get some good gaming off thanks to the murderage we're doing. The murderage we commit. Good old killing people. Okay, that's mean. Especially because that wasn't a clash. We didn't get the Sandy up, so we couldn't get the additional attack weight, but that's fine. He does love screaming, that's for sure. That's for true. And he's very loud at his screamage. Is that the last one? Okay, it is, yeah. That should be good then. Yeah, you're not good. Tragic stuff, it really is. That's fine. I don't think it'll actually matter because we'll kill the enemy slash stagger them slash whatever before the attack actually ends up going through.
꿰뚫은 줄도 모를걸.
남길 말은 없겠지. 불타버렸나?
상태 붕괴.
Nice.
확인.
이 격정 속에서
Blazing strike. Good stuff. Good gaming, as the gamers say in the gameage business edge.
타올라라.
Cool. Alright. Victory, we'll be able to see what else we get. This is the floor I really need to just bother getting a bunch of filler stuff so I can fuse tier 4s. Major teleport, I mean a tier 2 is solid. I need some tier 3s though. Campbell? Darn. It was worth a shot, because if it was a random tier 3 it would have been really funny. I think we top path here. Yeah. This is, what, a tier 1 and a tier 2? Is the charge one from you even a tier 2? Is it a tier 1? It's... Sipoliter's good. We'll take it.
발목 잡지 않도록.
And you shouldn't be too big of an issue. I think you resist Envy, but you're neutral to Wrath. And Aware Passage is super interesting to me just simply because, like, it's one of the few fights where, like, there's not any, like, weakness to, like, the damage types, right? I feel like most avenues have at least one, but no, it's neutral to everything. It makes it feel more, like, special, right? I don't know why. It's always, like, stood out to me. I remember, like, even when I first did Railway 2, I remember it really sticking out to me for that part. We can Wrath Res this turn as well, so we can Indicant Trial. And that'll be good. We need something decent rolling to hit that one. Fire Fist probably. Yeah. Sure. Oh, for the bit, we should Capote as well. Is Corroded Capote worth it? Because Capote will give us all 1 Wrath damage up next turn. 1 Wrath Fragility. I'll just Awakening it. Yeah, no need to do anything too fancy. Oh, if we play this right, we can actually hit both. Let's see. Like that. Cool. That works. Anything else that's good for Wrath? The other thing that's, like, really good Wrath Fragility, funnily enough, is 4th Match Lane, right? 3 Wrath Fragility next turn from that's pretty solid. But, of course, we're not using that since we're Indicant's Trialing. Otherwise, I don't think we've got any other sorts of, like, funny Fragility. I mean, I guess, technically speaking, doesn't, like, Corroded Garden of Thorns inflict Fragility? Yeah, it's not worth it, because you're better off with the Awakening, but technically another source of it.
낙인을
This should be pretty solid, though. Stigmatizing, just so you'll be nice and ready next turn for funnies. Nice. As long as you take down both blades, he doesn't teleport away, so that's why I'm not concerned about that whatsoever. And we're definitely taking down both blades. We've already taken down one, and that's the one that we weren't hitting with Fire Fist. So suffice to say, we're chilling. Tails, that's fine. It happens. We're not using it for the damage anyways, as much as for getting the birdcage. Honk, honk, honk. What a bunch of scallywags, those geese. You're already at 400 HP, yeah. Okay, definitely overkill on you. I guess I need to keep in mind, like, this is like a event node to have no fight. You burn to death, yeah. That genuinely slipped my mind entirely when I was fighting this guy. Will we get our Zippo later? Okay, Patrolling Flash is a tier 2. Okay, yeah. Oh, you. I'll take it, right? Fusion fodder? A lot of tier 2 fusion fodders. We don't have too much tier 3 stuff. We've got, like, Thunder Branch at least, I suppose. We could just sell stuff by tier 3 from the shop. Honestly, would probably be the effective means of doing such a thing. Oh, we got another super shop, actually. That's lucky. More skill changes. Excellent stuff. If we can get more for, like, Sinclair, that would be nice. More for Gregor would be... I mean, Sinclair is one we really care about. Faust also we want a decent bit. Yeah, Sinclair and Faust are the ones we really want more skill 3s for, just so they can get their consistency going. Because you at least got an ego, if nothing else, and we don't really need to care for skill changes for you two, and you are going to be egoing. It's just you three we care about skill changes for. If we can get both of that, would be funny. I feel like it's been a long time since I fought Canto 4 T-Corp, guys. Not a very common sight at all. 20 roll, 20 roll. Oh, right, that's not Raph. I forgot. Gloom. So sad. That's fine, 5 res is solid. We're not even, like, doing anything super special this turn anyway, so that's good enough. I'm 4th match flaming for the bit, right? It's a 20 roller. It is very good burn infliction to be... Not if you hit tails. Because on heads it's 10, right? On tails it's only 4. It's fine. C'est la vie. Bum 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 bada ba bum 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 bum bum. So on. You'll need to counter that because you're not winning that clash. That's fine. The good thing about Lee Ishmael as well is the fact that she's just really good count infliction. And that's always solid. Just to make sure you're doing fine, right? Depending on how this goes, we might be able to get a 3 attack weight skill 2 off with Sinclair? Not if you lose the clash, yeah. Oh, I guess you won the clash. Okay, well you got 3 weight, but it was only a single coin, but those things died of burn, so it's fine. And this is the last of them. Okay, cool. They think they're the last of us. Nice. Slash resist, that's fine. It happens. Will I ever get a Faust explosion off this run? Probably not. It's possible, though. The issue is you need to, like, skill 2 and then a bunch of skill 1 and skill 3s and then skill 3. So it's a little weird to manage. Especially when we're just super focusing on the skill 3, because it's Wrath, and not worrying about the skill 2 too much. Okay, well, we'll get a rematch against him. This time we'll have to kill him proper. I also definitely played, like, the shop run, because the best place definitely save the keyword refresh for, like, the very last thing you do, right? Since that one always costs more, so getting it for free is just... instead of having to use it and, like, buff up the other one's cost effectively. Just buy this for fusion fodder, yeah. Let's fuse a tier 4. Honestly, no. We don't want it. Give me the fragment. I think it'll be a lot better off if we just don't care about that this run. It'll be much more fun. Can I buy a tier 1 or something? Just so I've got better stuff to fuse away. So I want to fuse a burn tier 2. And I'd rather not use lithograph. I'd rather save that one, I think. Pain of Stifled Rage. That sure is something we could get here, huh? Well then. We need a tier 2, but we can't fuse away you. Can't fuse away you. Those are the two we actively need. So, optimal strategy, we're late, sell hammer. Buy scalpel. Then fuse these two and you. Okay, cool. That's what else to buy. This and this, we get the cooking book, cookbook, this, and there's our other fusion gift. Cool. Alright, we're set now. I'm pretty satisfied with this. I don't really want Glimpse of Flames. It kind of kills enemies too fast for us to be able to do funny. While it does do wrath damage, it does like thousands of wrath damage, so it's to the degree where it actively wouldn't even be helping us that much. Or, I mean, actively we wouldn't be able to... I mean, birdcage wouldn't be doing much of anything. Right? That's what I'm trying to say, I think. Your last tragic. If only you were fast. What is your speed range? It's 4 to... Oh, it's 4 to 6. God. Is it 4 to... No, it's 4 to 7? It's 4 to 7. Okay, yeah. I think we've only got a 1 max speed up. Was getting confused with old mirror dungeons giving a +2 max speed up for a second there. Can you clash anything? No, darn. That's fine then. You can clash that. Cool. You can clash that. Cool. Should be pretty good damage overall. Yeah, cool. We've got our Indigo's Trial. Maybe I should try corroding one of these times, but I just want to use the Awakening because look at how high this is rolling. This is a mixture of both the fact that it's gaining a +8 power, like a +8 flat power from Fragment of Hellfire, and it's also gaining a little bit of coin power from what's its face? Soothe the Dead. Look at that. Now that's nice. Of course, this is only a 2-target boss, so like it's not doing insane damage. Maybe we should try using it against like some random enemies next floor. Maybe we just pop it every fight. Something like that, right? Just see how that goes. Oh yeah, I was gonna Capote too, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Yeah, no, you don't even make it to next turn. Do you? Yeah, you die. Cool. We don't need any Glimpse of Flames. We've got the power of pure, unfiltered wrath. And friendship. And frankly, what's the difference? There's a big difference between those two things? What do you mean? No. Psh, what are the odds of that? Okay. Cool. What do we want for our final floor? Do I have everything? Do I have... Oh, I don't have the Vestiges of the King yet. I'd have to do section 3 with a burn. You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? We got this. I believe. You... move on with the resting. Give me the tier 3. Cool. Don't really care for your tier 1, so we'll just take that and leave. You... Centipede also definitely a very wonky looking Abno. Wonder when we'll get more stuff about
이
it.
정도는 쉽죠.
Seems pretty interesting, but also like it's centipede themed, and we already have a centipede themed Abno. Kind of weird to have multiple of them, but that's how the story goes sometimes. We just want skill change here. We got another super shop, which is kind of funny. Another one of those. Additional skill change? Nah. Don't care for that Rhodion? Nah. Thunder Memory actually might have been worth taking. That's fine. We're just going for a good skill change. There is Glimpse of Flames again. Like I said before, we're not taking it. I don't care. Not necessary. We can sell some of this sort of stuff. We don't really need Grand Welcome. I don't think, at least. Maybe I'll regret my actions. We don't need to fuse anything. We just want to roll for skill changes. Give us, like, another Faust skill change or something. Or, like... Yeah, Faust skill change. Cool. That works. And we grab Sundered Memory, too. Just for the sake of, that, yeah. Might as well. Anything we can actually upgrade that would be good upgrading here. Fiery Down ++ is funny. And we don't have enough to upgrade those. Okay, that works. Alright, we want to organize some stuff around now, because now we've got Sunder Memory, so Slash stuff in slot 1 and 2 are good, so we make Yi-Song slot 2, I think, is the logical choice. Order doesn't matter too much overall at this point, because, like, it's a normal fight. It's not, like, a funny fight, right? We'll do that. Cool. Just that in case we need the backup. Your guys' Sandy is abysmal, so, like, hopefully that doesn't end up being necessary whatsoever, but oh well. We do start with Max Sandy on Sinclair, so that is nice. Immediate manifestation of ego. And we are going to immediately do our funnies. Okay, what's scary here? Dissect target, demolish, decay blade. Even EC is a little... Rip isn't too big of an issue. You're the one who we can probably just not worry too much about. Blazing Strike. Dominating that. Okay, cool. That works. What can 4th match lane actually be? We should probably make sure we can beat something solid-ish. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're looking good. Oh, who's that going for? We actually need to worry about that a bit. Oh, it's going for you. Probably should pop that on you then, which means we need to organize some stuff around. Yeah. So Gregor... Oh, you can actually burn over us. Drop that. That's favored. We'll take it. You can dodge that. We're just doing that for the Rathrez, right? So now it's just these two we need to redirect, and we'll just do that there, do that there. Okay, this looks like a pretty good start already. Yeah. If we can get rid of the Gluttony, or more so, if they can use you get rid of the Gluttony so that Honglu isn't immortal, that would be real nice, but that's kind of up to them next turn. Okay, Tails, that's fine. I mean, it's not as good burn, but, like, it's still hitting all of them. And it's still just won the clash, right? Okay. Looking good so far. Probably shouldn't spam Indican's Trial too much, just simply because if we get too many of those going at the same time, the Sandy's really annoying. We never got Faith, unfortunately. I really wasn't looking for it too hard, so hopefully I didn't turn it off as like a floor reward at one of these points and just like failed to notice the obvious. That was only the first coin, by the way. We got heads on second. It looks like she's got 3 coins there, but it's just a weird visual effect. Are we Blazing Strike? Because they're very dead, whoever it is. I couldn't even tell. They just exploded. Okay. Okay. Honglu is alive. They do have enough Okay. We need to be a little bit cautious then about how we purchase. When hit at less than 20% HP. So we just need to kill you in a single hit. Or, more aptly, we need to not hit you at all. Because then you'll burn to death. And you're going for allies. You target units with most HP. We might do... Will we do enough damage that might hit us instead, though? I'm tempted to just Blazing Strike you just to make sure you die. I think I should, yeah. Actually, we'll maybe not necessarily commit to it that like immediately though, right? Because we want to make sure we can clash everything first and foremost. Oh, 2 of our people can't clash straight up. This is probably a Durante turn just to make sure we can just handle this better. Like, I mean, might as well use it because I feel like if I don't use it now, I'm probably never gonna use it, right? Analysis, that's a little annoying. We can deal with, like, to me, though, right? That's solid. That's neutral, god. Well, we'll take the neutral on you, I suppose. Or do we actually... No, let's... Well, how will Corroded Ardor Blossom star target? It's going for to me? Okay. That works, then. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, we'll Blazing Strike you just to make sure you die. We'll... Pop this on Flexible Suppression, probably. Fire Fist, the Weight of Knowledge. Oh, no, that doesn't work, actually, jeez. So we'll pop this on Weight of Knowledge, then, and we'll Fire Fist, Flexible Suppression. Okay, cool. This looks good. Yep. Oh, god, that is a tie. Jeez. This guy is far too sane for his own good. Gregor v. Gregor. The Gregor who has the fire emoji in his CG versus the Gregor who's actually like fire. I just want you dead. This is super overkill, but I just wanted him dead, right? Because if we landed a hit on him and he somehow survived it, he would have healed up to full. And I just didn't want to bother with that. Tails, that's fine. We're going to be losing a bunch of Sandy overall with Rodion now, because we've triggered it twice. We've got multiple of them stacked up. We're losing a bunch of Sandy over time. We won't need to use another one of these again until the boss shows up, though. So we might have some time. I don't think we kill everything this turn, right? And besides, even when we do, there's still one in the backup, because there's... Saint Sinclair, I think, is the 12th. I think he is the one in the backup still, yeah. Corroding Ardor Blossom Star was super unnecessary, it would seem. Oh, we had tails on it, that's nice. We'll have at least one turn to just rest and recuperate a wee bit. We could honestly just keep on, like, dodging Sinclair or something if we wanted to be funny. And or just stall, like, for a Sandy go up with, like, Yisong passive. You're close to exploding. Very close. Oh, we can actually make sure she explodes when we want her to, can't we? So if we do this, you're gonna need some brittle. You'll be at 29. Okay? So that's... fine? Yeah. It's a solid fine. Okay, don't pop that, pop this. That's a favorite only. Yeah. Actually, maybe we do this, because we obviously it won't win, but like we'll have staggered you by then, looking for certain. Right? We actually didn't need to attack Rodion at all, by the way. She would have burned to death. I don't know why I was bothering. Okay, we should be looking good now. Okay, perfect. You were also at 30 burn, I noticed, so I misinterpreted something. Burn a +1 burn count. I don't know how you gained that much. That's slightly more than expected. None of our gift should affect you, right? Oh, right, this is the turn where we can't do much of anything. Actually, no, it's on use gain 10 protection. Also, this is where we're recruiting it against Trial, in case you were wondering. It's the perfect time for it. And it's where we're going to be exploding you. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, you're gonna... Yeah, Sinclair's gonna demanifest next turn. Yeah. We don't have any way to save him. That's unfortunate. That's fine. We got funnies. We've got the 1 wrath damage up on the entire team now. Riveting stuff, riveting stuff. 4th match flame, the goat. And Faust explodes right now. Just kind of for the fun of it. We could have waited till next turn. That would have been smarter. But, like, we could have her explode right now.
불길 속으로.
She exploded for 200 damage. Okay. Not really great on a boss that's at, like, how much HP? 4,000? Yeah. Also, in case you don't know, I corroded, so I got 5 bird cages instead of just 3. Slightly more for corrosion. It means that Rodian's going to be incapable of doing anything. And actually, she might just straight up, like, fully corrode next turn because she's going to lose Sandy at turn end from the other indicant, she used. So, might be looking a little bit dire next turn, but it'll be funny. Okay, not quite low enough. Your Sandy's awful, jeez. What do I have for Sandy on this team? I've got Blind Obsession. That's really what I've got, huh? Yeah. This isn't even a good turn for Wrath stuff whatsoever. Turn 3. Wait, Corrosion's same turn. Oh, I completely missed that. Oh, so the Awakening would have been better. I see. I didn't realize. So, Awakening max 3, but it's next turn. Corrosion max 5, but it's same turn. And because it gets halved, like, rounded down each turn, it's only at 2 now. Okay. That's fine, then. That's good to know for the future, I suppose. I completely missed that part when I was looking at it. Yeah, that's fine. Can you even win anything? You could... You might not even win that. We'll try it. I'd like you to be able to do something. Not even that concerned with using, like, good stuff this turn. Oh, God. Yeah, you're... Okay, good. You won the clash against the generator. That's good. Flow Sword does wonders. You'll get staggered sooner or later, though. I don't know if it'll even necessarily happen this turn, just because of how things are lining up, but it'll be fine. Yeah, Blind Obsession is 35 sanity for... Or 25 sanity for 30... Whatever it is. Whatever how much sanity is for, like, 4 allies. So it's something. We can't Fluid Sack for some reason, who knows. Faust kind of made a mysterious disappearance. Yeah, 25 for 4 allies. Okay, that's what it is, yeah. Because it costs 35, but it's 25 to self and 3 other allies usually. You get staggered, that's fine. It happens. But, like, look at how well we're chilling now. Look how chilling we are. Like a villain. Name Dylan. Staggered? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, we got a Blazing Strike. We can pop an Indicant's Tryout. Let's just pop every single Wrath Ego we have for the bit. Shame I can't really afford to corrode this, because the corrosion is really funny, but the corrosion's worse. Tragic. The corrosion's worse because corrosions don't get any benefits from fragments. Fragments only affect Awakening versions of Egos. Oh, nice. You got the heads roll, so that's good. A lot of damage. Nice. 4th match Flame Gaming. Who says it only rolls a 20? Look at this 32 rolling Ego. Look at that. Ignore the fact that it sure does only roll a 20 in normal gameplay, and this is just the power of Mirrored Engine. Okay. A lot of damage. And this is actually the damage it's doing right, because I'm pretty sure Generator only takes 0 from everything. Yeah. So an actual 500 damage to the boss. Cool. I don't think you're quite dead here, because we won't do that much damage from burn, but we should be able to kill you next turn without too much of an issue. Okay. Nice. We do need to Blazing Strike the Grounding Refusal, because you're the one who's plugged. Oh, no! Oh, the plug only lasts one turn. Oh, you're not plugged, then. I see. Silly me. You're plugged. I love the plug so much, because it's just so janky looking with how it connects. I like when PM has bosses that just randomly have, like, chains or something like connecting enemies. Because it always looks weird. Because they also do it with a Porous Hand and, like, Yon and Ruina, right? Always silly. We are out of pride. Alright, I can't Durante. I was gonna be like, too bad. No, not how it works.
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
Even if everyone dies, we win here. You can't kill us in time.
적 속에서 타올라라.
Yeah, I guess because of the fact we weren't using Magic Bullet Otis, we didn't have nearly as much pride as we would have had, right? I didn't think about that. Also, I guess there was the fact that I did just kind of get rid of the Grand Welcome earlier than I needed to. If I just held on to it for a while, that probably would have worked better, but that's fine. Oh, she actually won that. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. That damage is sad, but I guess the boss also does have 6 protection right now, so I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, you died to the burn. Not if we lose these clashes. You still die to the burn because it triggers twice, thanks to you, Gift. Right. Cool. Well, that's the run done. It's gonna say I'm going for infinite, but I'm actually just going, and grabbing my reward. My vestiges of the king. And we'll grab the 2 for the bit. And we forfeit. We've won.
확실한 승리였어요.
Victory Screech.
돌아가면 저번처럼
Oh,
홈파티라도
that's
할까요?
funny. Level 112 is right there. Which means this should push me into level 112, which means for the first time in, like, several months, I'm getting a max Enkeflin up. That's nice. Past level's looking solid. It's not insane compared to my past season levels, but I also haven't been grinding it nearly as much. So it happens... Did we get a level up? I think we did, right? We were close enough. Yeah, cool. 154. Wowie. That is world-changing. That's an extra 6 minutes. We got an achievement. We got the one for doing 15 hards. So all that's left is doing a bunch of mirror dungeons. And that'll be done, in time, right? I'm not grinding it now, because I'd rather grind it when the next season starts so I can get a big head start on the next season's battle pass. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting that one done. It's not going to end when this season ends when Mirror Dungeon 6 comes out, right? That's fine. I guess if I could also just use my paid lunacy. Oh, I don't have enough paid lunacy. Oh, it would be 200 paid lunacy. Okay. I've got, like, no paid lunacy on me. Well, you get compendium as well. Take a look at that. The fact that we have vestiges now. Nice. So all I'm missing is... Yeah, okay. Just, Heartbreaking Floor and Infinite Procession. Okay. That's pretty manageable. I don't need to worry about the railway floors too much now. That's good stuff. Nothing there. I don't know why I pressed that button. What else was I thinking of? I don't know. Oh, right, I need to actually claim the stuff, don't I? Alley-oop. Another 70 boxes. Quite nice. I'm doing really well on boxes because, I just had 400 Rodion shards already. So I needed to use, like, a couple for, like, thread spinning, but didn't need to actually use that many. And I've already got 500 Hong Lu shards because, well, I haven't needed to shard something for Hong Lu since last season, right? Because, like, Fang Hunt, obviously don't need to shard that, as it was a 2-star. Walpurgis, you can't shard when it first releases. Last, I was like, was Eurodivier the last time I sharded something for Hong Lu? I think it was. Yeah, so I've had a lot of shards saved up for Hong Lu. That's for sure. Yeah, pretty nice. But yeah, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!